Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new vlog. It is Tuesday today. I arrived back from Crete last night and got myself unpacked and just back into the swing of things. Today has been a bit of a slow start to like the life admin because I just ended up having to like unpack my case, do my laundry, start attacking my emails and just getting back into the swing of things. I find that after a trip, particularly a press trip, it can be quite a lot of work because I'm sorting out content, I'm downloading and offloading all the clips I've created, finalising a few bits, getting my article ready, writing all my notes out, and yeah, just getting all the different bits aligned for when I start to get back into routine. Today was really nice though because I was home alone and it just gave me the ample opportunity and time to just crack on. Had a little bit of TV in the background as per when I'm doing these little bits and bobs, but I managed to get most of the tasks, if not all the tasks, done that I needed to get done for today. I wasn't going too crazy, but we're gonna head into London now and I'm gonna take you along with me because it's gonna be so much fun. We're heading to the Donovan Bar. It's located just off of Green Park Station. It's a short walk from there, where we will be trying the new menu that has just been released. I think it's going to be released as of tomorrow, so we're like the first people sampling it, along with a selection of cocktails. Now I love this time of year. I feel like all the major hotels and restaurants in the London area tend to do like a complete summer revamp with their cocktails, and I always get so excited when new ones come in and go on the menu. So this is going to be really fun. It's going to be my first time going to the Donovan Bar, so I will obviously bring you along and let you guys know my thoughts and trying all the cocktails. I am going solo today, but I will probably be seeing some familiar faces as well, so that will be really lovely. But I'm gonna head now. I am re-wearing this dress that I have been absolutely in love with. Excuse my Crocs on the floor. I definitely need to tidy up, guys, but I have this gorgeous dress on, which I've been living in since I received it last week from Nobody's Child. I'll link it below. It is so nice, and again, it looks very different depending on what bra you wear. I wore it for the first time with no bra and I felt like it didn't look very flattering for me, so just having a bra on has really made it look much more flattering. But obviously depending on your body shape and type, it's gonna all look different on different people. But yeah, I'm gonna head now and take you along to London. It's a gorgeous spring afternoon / early evening, so I think I just need a light jacket. But yeah, let's head to the Donovan Bar. That's delicious. That is so refreshing. It could almost be healthy. Hey guys, so it's Wednesday today. I thought I would just pick up the camera before I head off to London. As per usual, I need to run off, but I'm just showing you my outfit. This dress is from Nobody's Child. It's actually one of the dresses I didn't get to wear in Crete due to one of our days being cut short. So I thought I would wear it today to the Chelsea Spring Fair. Can't wait to take you along. There's also the Chelsea Flower Show. There's a lot going on in the area, and I'm going to meet Becca as well, so we're going to have a little wander around and meander, enjoy the spring fair. We've also got a ceramics workshop as well at 4 o'clock, which I'm really looking forward to. I thought I would just show you my dress and my jewellery. This is One Wild. Ring is Hot Diamonds. I've got a Larson and Jennings watch, a Joma jewellery piece here, and then the Cartier dupe is from Boho Moon Jewellery. I will link everything below. But let's go, we need to get to London and yeah, have a really lovely day, so come along.
Brands have got, you know, a space to come and show their amazing wares. So Deborah, Deborah and I first saw Deborah on Instagram baking cakes, because not only is she a fantastic ceramicist, she's also a superb baker. And I think I rather enviously sent you a message one day saying, oh my God, how do you create these things? But would you like to start by telling us, how did the passion for ceramics begin?
Yeah,
and a bit about your background.
Yeah, absolutely. So actually, my background comes from a business, from my career perspective, because actually I was a fashion editor. And I started my career actually by training as a fashion designer here at Central St Martin's, and I wanted to study fashion and textiles. So I've always been really obsessed with colour and obsessed with print and pattern, and that's always what has excited me. And I went to St Martin's, and then halfway through my course, I decided to change, and I changed to fashion journalism. And the time that I was at St Martin's was the last person of note that had graduated was John Galliano. So they were really,
No pressure.
yeah, so they were desperately looking, who is the next John Galliano? And I recognised that I was going to be a really good designer, that I was probably going to be designing clothes that women wanted to wear, but I was not going to be the designer that set the fashion world on fire and it was like the next big thing. So I segued out of the fashion design and into the course that they did there, which was fashion journalism. But all my contemporaries when I was there, so Stella McCartney was my year, Phoebe Philo from Chloe was the year below me, Baradi was the year above, Matthew Williamson was the year above, the Queen was doing his MA when I was there. I mean, it was literally a who's who of who, but of course none of us were anyone, because we hadn't graduated yet. So it was this amazing community. And I left there and I went straight from St Martin's and I went straight into a job at the Times newspaper. And I was their youngest, I was their deputy fashion editor at 23. So I had this amazing experience of doing photography and all the fashion shoots, and I also got to write and all these things. And I did that for 25 years. And then I had 3 kids, and I was doing that alongside. And then I just felt that I'd been doing my fashion, which I still loved, was very passionate about. I was working with the British Fashion Council. I set up something called the Fashion Trust, which is how to mentor designers and help them in their businesses, because British designers are brilliant, but they're really rubbish at business. So it was how can we support them in that way. So I was really involved in the fashion world, and so it was quite, some say a bit scary, but actually I found it a great move forward to leave the industry, although I have to say I still got my little toe dipped in. But sort of relatively.
Her own design job, for example.
Wow.
And try something new. And so I did a ceramic course, and I then loved it so much I did another one, and then I did another one, and then I did another one. And I was squeezing them in between working. And then my tutor at the time, which was at an adult education college, she said, I think you should do a degree. And I was like, I can't do a degree. I mean, I've done an art degree, but I've got 3 kids, I've got a job, how on earth am I going to do a degree? And she's like, don't do an MA or BA, because that's 3 years, that's a lot of input.
Yeah.
Just do a 1-year level 3 BTEC. It will teach you everything you need to know, and come do it. So I did, and it was my favourite year of my whole life. Doing this course, it was just so exciting. I'm already planning about the next course I can do. It's just too much fun.
And then you fully committed
Yeah.
by building a studio at the end of your garden. That's commitment.
It was commitment.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of people. All these bits of
Practice, that's your practice.
bits of ceramic that I made. So I'm gonna teach you how to bubble glaze. And I'm gonna put on my apron first, because although I do wear an apron
Yes,
normally,
everyone's got an apron.
they don't
so
have to
do
wear an
please.
apron, but if you would like to, I'm going to do it because otherwise I'll make a mess, whatever you do, sweater. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to practice on the chipped ceramic. It's really important before you get to your final piece, your Ursula bud vase. It's really important to practice, because it's not just about breath work of blowing your bubble, it's about the placement of how you place your bubbles. And unfortunately, I've given you the hardest thing to place. I really have, and I really apologise for that. But it was Chelsea Flower Show, and I felt like we had flowers, and to not do a bud vase was a shame. But this is the hardest shape for you to do. So, because of gravity, that's why. So if you look at these plates, which are the easiest ones to do, they look big, but they are big, but they're really easy to do. And the reason they're easy to do is you would have it flat, you would have it on a turntable, and you would blow your bubbles, turning this at the same time, and it pops and it stays where it is, and it's easy. It's my favourite one to do. This is the second hardest one to do, which is the little flow bubble, because it's tiny and it has, and all the bubbles cascade down and then they pool really darkly in the bottom. So it's gravity is your enemy.
In every way.
This is the Ursula that you'll be doing. Now, it's named after my mum. The 3 vases in my collection are my 2 daughters and my mother. And I'm going to show you how to do it as well. The first thing is for you to decide, are you a blue bird or are you a green bird? Green are you? Have a think about it, because I've done a mixture of both colours, so you can totally do whatever you want to do. But I'd love to give you the colour that you really want. So once I've given you your colour, I want you to mix it up a little bit with your straw. And I do it on the side here. I like to place it. Again, I leave it up to you. So here we go.
Just don't suck in.
Yeah. And you can do it like so. And then what you'll do is you'll just, and there we have our bubbles. And then I'm going to go and take your pieces home, and I'm going to go and glaze them and test them. So I want to check the colour. Yeah, that's nice.
Maybe this isn't. Look, it's going all over there. How am I doing that? I don't know. I don't know. Am I doing it wrong?
No, you're not. Lift it, don't lift that up, lift the top up. So you're holding that, don't hold that.
Lift this up,
Hold
what
the
you?
top.
Yeah, but look, how is that happening?
Just let it fall on. Look, ready? That's it. Let it fall
Oh,
on.
got you, so just continue.
Yeah. That is actually really hard.
It's going all over my fingers.
Yeah, me too.
I'm shy. Guys,
And it looks even worse because it's not blue yet. So it's just
get it everywhere as well.
mine doesn't even look like anything.
Oh, that's pretty.
No, I think that's good. You just need
I've got to be doing this wrong. I've made such no disaster.
It looks great.
Am I able to put this?
Let me. Here we go.
The worst ever. Don't look at this.
Look, I just wonder if you want any more drink.
It's happening.
Okay, how you doing? It's not good. It is good. What are you talking about? This is great. Look, let's do this kind of here, because this is a lovely section. I'm trying to create the bubbles at the bottom that carry this too much.
Amazing. Okay. I will follow up with everyone tomorrow. I'll email you tomorrow.
So that's a perfect one.
Finally, bloody monster.
Your fingers. I'm going to leave it there. I think it looks very lovely.
Yours looks amazing.
Maybe that's
Yeah, maybe. Hello guys, so it's Thursday today and I'm heading off into central London once again. I feel like this is becoming such a pattern these days, but I'm heading to Lucky Cat at 22 Bishopsgate. It's actually my first time going to this restaurant. I'm really excited to try it because I've been to the main Lucky Cat restaurant. I actually took Jan with me last year. It was so much fun, such a lovely restaurant. I've been there a couple of times, but I'm going to be heading to the 22 Bishopsgate location this evening for a really exciting event slash launch with the Unexpected Hotels. It's going to be such a fun evening. I'm really itching to try all the dishes at 22 Bishopsgate because I feel like the vibe is going to be slightly different because we're higher up. It's more sort of cityscapey, so I feel like the menu will reflect that. I'm also aware that there's some other openings going on. I feel like there's something happening in like the UAE as well, so there's like lots of launches going on, and I believe it is Ibiza that is getting the Hell's Kitchen. Again, I will correct myself if I'm wrong, and I'll show you at the event, but I'm very excited for tonight, so I thought I would pick up the vlog camera, of course, bring you all along and take you with me. I feel like this past year has been surreal really for events and trips. I just can't put it into words. I don't know what's going on. I think there's just so many openings, so many new launches. Menus are really just switching things up regularly, and we're actually celebrating it much more than usual. Before, you'd have like the occasional event. Obviously you'd get like press releases around the year of like when things are happening, particularly around Christmas and summer, and like major seasonal changes, but I feel like everyone is either launching something new, switching something up. There's a lot of renovations going on. There's a lot of change within the hospitality space because it is becoming an ever demanding, evolving industry with so many new sort of facets to it, from like the wellness space, which is huge, like private classes and wellness sort of treatments, and what was I going to say? Like wellness escapes, that type of thing, you know, those like retreat feeling experiences. There's a lot of that happening in the hospitality space. And then we've got things like new openings where people are seeing gaps in the market for hospitality, and this like new generation of hotels, and just even hotels that pre-existed but have been bought out and are completely being renovated and transformed into something new. I feel like there's just so much going on and it's really exciting. I always love attending events like this because I feel like you learn so much. So I'll be taking you with me this evening, but before we go I thought I would just quickly show you. I have had a couple of PR parcels. I had a Lush delivery a couple of days ago, but I haven't shown you just because of the way it's packaged, and it's in like lots of like those little dissolvable styrofoamy type things. I'm gonna set that aside and either do it tomorrow or show you in another vlog. I might try and do it tomorrow, but if not, I'll do it at some point. But I did receive some really lovely PR from them, so thank you so much. I will obviously show you at a later date, but because I'm heading out the door, I just didn't want to get loads of like Lush bits and all the dust all over my dress, so we're just reserving that for a later date. But that has been well received. I've also received a parcel from Elizabeth Scarlett. Now I'm so in love with this brand. I've got a couple of pieces from them and they come in these gorgeous dust bags. This is such a lovely gift to receive, and if I could, I would literally gift all my friends with these makeup bags and clutch bags. I had to go for the cherries firstly, something summery and fun. I thought this could work really well either as like an insert for my bag or as like a travel case or a beach sort of thing. So I've got all my valuables sealed, and you know, when you're going on the beach, the last thing you want to do is like lose your keys or your room key or you know, your favorite lip gloss or SPF, so you just want to keep it sealed in something. I also find when I'm traveling, if I'm going long haul or if I'm just even going short haul, I want to keep all my things together. Say you pack your suitcase or your overhead bag into the overhead bin and then you're kind of stranded with like having to and from there. It's nice to have this packed ready, so as you're about to board your flight you can just get this out. It's got everything like your headphones, maybe a little book or something, your Kindle, anything like that. It's just like the perfect like in between, and also you can wear it and it's quite like workable as a clutch bag as well. But I had to go for the cherries because I thought they were really summery and fun, and I don't know, they kind of remind me of my birth month, which is July. Maybe it's like the ruby colour going on that I just love, but yeah, I thought this would be really fun. one to wear. And then I wanted to go for something a little bit different because I kind of typically go for the more, I don't know, minimal things. I was so drawn to this, and I'll explain why, and you'll probably be able to guess in like 2 seconds anyway, because if you are a follower you will know. But I wanted to go for something a little bit different. So we've got this like frilly, gorgeous green and yellow clutch with gold detailing, and tell me that is not the cutest thing ever. I saw this and instantly thought of my little teddy bear Elefante, and thought this would be such a cute either clutch or dinner bag. It is a little bit thicker. If I show you just on the bottom, you can see the depth of the bag. It could be a makeup bag, but I kind of don't want to do that to the bags, because makeup bags notoriously get dirty and completely destroyed. So I think I'm going to reserve this as an actual clutch bag for dinner. This is it inside. It's got this green like material on there, just like the reverse of it. I just absolutely love the quality, and this gorgeous gold zip. It's going to be the perfect clutch for lots of different trips that I have coming up, and I'm sure I will have come up in the future. There's just so many situations that I've been in where I've needed something like this for dinner, and this is so perfect. I can imagine my vlog camera fitting in perfectly as well, so thought I would just show you that before I head off to dinner. So yeah, we're gonna head off, we're gonna go. I'm riding solo today, so no sort of friends. Becca unfortunately isn't coming, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna be doing my own thing. I don't really know how it's gonna go because it's a seated dinner. I have had a seated dinner 2 weeks ago with the San Francisco tourism board, and we sort of had time to mingle before, and then we sat down and we had our meal. So I don't know what tonight is going to bring, but I will take you along for the ride, and you will see everything I get up to, everything I eat, and yeah, I think it's going to be a really lovely evening.
Wait, if you like to...
Experience for you. I hope you have the opportunity to come at any time, perhaps this year, and to see what it is, what we do there. Ushuaia has been a concept that has been there for quite some time, and a very, very successful concept to be honest. So let me as we do in Ibiza. So we wanted to reshape the product, rethink about what please come in. Show you the, how we call this video, the campaign video that we have created for the brand, and you might understand some of the things that I'm telling you.
There's a place where, besides checking in and checking out, you can check out all those things you've always wanted to do. All those notes that burn deep in your chest, the ones you never dared to. Got it? Let me explain. There's a place where first comes the check-in and then stay into O2, check.
Design, so we have changed and reshuffled the design of the rooms. We have incorporated new things in the rooms. We have given them this, of course 10 years ago we did not have what we have today in terms of technology, in terms of lighting, in terms of atmosphere that you can create in the hotel. So we have done that. We have also incorporated different entertainment in the pool, in different areas, incorporating what you have. I don't know if you have seen this gentleman that he was reading the tarot cards. Well, that's something that will happen in the unexpected. You will be able to, in a place somewhere in the hotel, you will find somebody that will be able to give you, to read the future. And of course, it's a future link to the brand, it's a future link to the fun, it's a future link to what we represent as a brand. Drinks, food. Ibiza will be Ibiza, you can drink and you don't eat. So the hotel, 181 rooms and suites, already open April 2025. So, as I said, these are our food components. Minamis are Japanese, oyster caviar is the pool.
They are Kyoto cucumbers tossed in our Kyoto sauce.
and topped with chili flakes. This is a pig guacamole.
But it's true that for us, when you, I mean,
I have been taking.
well, then you'll find it.
Okay, so this one took quite a long time for me to actually develop. It's one of the longest it's ever taken me. It took me 1.5 years. Okay, now for a dessert, that is quite a long time. But because it is completely allergen free and vegan, this is why it took so long. You've got a ginger crumble with candied ginger at the base, with a mandarin panna cotta, and a coconut sorbet on top. Please enjoy.
Thank you very much. Good morning, my loves. So it is Friday today. Happy Friday. I'm so excited to get into London today. I'm actually heading to the Savoy spa. I've got a treatment, a facial treatment, 75-minute facial, which I cannot wait to show you what that entails. I'm writing an article on some of the best facials in London, so stay tuned because I feel like this is going to be a bit of a winner. 75 minutes had me sold, so I was very intrigued, and of course I will take you along and show you what I get up to and the experience itself. But I'm going for that at 12:30, but they've actually given me spa access for the day, so I thought I would get in earlier because, you know, obviously when you have a facial you can't then go into a sauna or a steam room because it kind of affects the facial, or it can actually make you break out more or have a reaction, so they don't actually recommend that you use any of those facilities. Similarly, the swimming pool as well, but I don't know if I'll go in the swimming pool at the Savoy because I have done before, and I'm not like massively fussed. Is that bad? I don't know, but I'm definitely going to use the sauna and the steam room, so that's going to be really nice. I might dip my legs in the pool before I head in for my treatment, but I thought we would go into London. I was supposed to go in actually with Becca, but she unfortunately can't come in today. But it's just me having a solo spa day in London, which is just super surreal. Sometimes I actually question my whole life. I'm like, how is it a Friday afternoon or like Friday morning and I'm going to the spa in London and just going for the day on my own? It just, yeah, it never fails to completely surprise me, and yeah, I'm super grateful for all these opportunities. But yeah, I will be working from a sun lounger or a lounger in the Savoy spa. I'm going to do my emails. I've got my journal, my diary, because I need to go through my diary, and yeah, I've got a mountain of emails to tackle, which, you know, sometimes if you just got your phone, it limits your distractions a little bit, because otherwise I get like pulled into other projects and I want to start editing my vlogs, or like looking at actual like physical designs of stuff, or editing bits and bobs. So having my phone on me actually low-key limits me from any like mega distractions. But I'm gonna head into London now and take you with me. It's gonna be such a nice day. The sun is shining, so I'm wearing my usual, this top from M&S. I'll try and link it below if it's still available, but I live in this top when I want something like just a top and no jacket. It is the perfect, it's balloon sleeved, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I did a haul from it a while back when I did a come shop with me, and I just genuinely live in this top. I love it so much. And then once again, I'm always in these like sandally sandals and my River Island trousers, which are really, really old. But I'm gonna head into town now. I say town, it's Central. I'm gonna head into Central now. I'm so happy, guys. I feel like last night was so much fun with the dinner and the unveiling of the Unexpected Hotel, which is and has a connection to Ushuaia. So if you've been to Ushuaia before, it is that hotel, but they are rebranding and it is so flipping cool. Like you would have seen the promo videos, so you guys can kind of get a glimpse into all of that. Just hearing from like the owners, general manager, just getting all like the real feel of the hotel. And also we had the like UAE side of the business coming to tell us about what's coming next. The fact that they are literally branching the Ibiza experience into I say Dubai, it's not Dubai, into the UAE just blows my mind, because as you know, the country is much more strict than sort of other places, certainly stricter than Ibiza. But I feel like we're in this new era of like partying. I feel like partying still very much exists and there's a clientele for it and a customer, but they want to pair it with wellness, and you can really see that with the hotel, with like the opening of a gym and like major wellness and spa and gym facilities within a hotel. In Ibiza is kind of unheard of, but yeah, it's all very exciting. So maybe one day we'll get to go and I'll get to take you along with me. But yeah, last night was really fun. I bumped into some familiar faces, which is always lovely, and met some new people. So it was perfect. It was so nice. I really love it when they do a private dining space, because you get to actually chat to people and make new friends. And I just connected with new people from the industry, and of course saw people that I knew and I've met before. So it was really, really lovely. But I'm so excited for that hotel. It's already open, so I'll link it below if you're interested in booking this new experience in Ibiza. Check it out, I will link it. And yeah, it was just such a nice event. I also had a tarot reading. The tarot reading was very insightful, and I've had 2 tarot readings in the last month, and they're both had like similar cards, and it's quite crazy actually what sort of come up for me. So I definitely need to work on that. And one of the cards at the end, which I don't mind sharing, was the World card. Now we all got like a pack of tarot cards as well in our goodie bags, and we were doing it in like a big group, and I just kept saying I got the World, and that was the card that I finished on. And we were shuffling, and one of the girls like fanned the cards out, and girl next to me was like, oh, wouldn't it be so weird if you picked out the World? I pulled out my card and I literally got the World. I insert a picture here. I got the World card again. I truly, there's something going on. Either it's traveling the world, because I had a card pull that I did myself and I got adventure and travel, and that card came up for me. I feel really pulled to this industry, and as much as I show you the highlights and the amazing moments and the joys, and this is such an incredible journey that I'm on, and I love this career so much, there are hidden pressures that you may never have known about if you're not in the industry, or you might not even be aware of, like what's possible versus some other elements. I'm being very cryptic here, but if you are curious and you're either wanting to become a journalist or you're wanting to go specifically into travel, message me and we'll have a chat, because yeah, it's definitely not as easy as people think, and there's a lot of sacrifices you have to kind of make with the travel, be it sort of career, finances a little bit. I know a lot of companies, you have to take holiday to go on a press trip, so you actually lose out on like maybe a family holiday or a couple's holiday with your partner, or going on a girl's holiday with your friends. Like, you actually have to sacrifice a lot. So yeah, that's not all companies, but it's a lot of companies that do that. So you just have to really consider all options. And you know, I'm freelance, so again, that's a big risk in itself. I have to find my work constantly, like I'm constantly scouting for work, whereas you know, if I was into like a traditional 9 to 5, it would be very, very different. So yeah, I feel like I'm rambling and throwing so many things at you. We're gonna head to the spa, we're gonna have a lovely day, and I get to do things like this. So, you know, everything has its perks and its highs and its lows, but this is definitely a high. So let's go to the Savoy Hotel in London. I can't wait to take you along. It's one of my favourite places it's actually got a few really good bars and restaurants, but it's just such a nice vibe. I always feel really welcome there. It's very easy for me to get to. Yeah, it's not going to take me long at all. So let's head into London. Let's have a fabulous day, and yeah, I really hope you're enjoying the vlog so far. I feel like it's quite well-rounded, I think, but let's go to London and I'll take you along with me. Hey guys, so I'm not going to vlog for very long because obviously this is a spa, so if anybody comes in I'm going to have to stop filming, but I'm in the sauna right now. I've just got myself changed. I'm wearing the burlap swimming costume that I absolutely love. Excuse my my curves, but yeah, I'm just having a little start with the sauna. I think I might then head to the pool and go and like write and do some emails and things, but yeah, I'm just having my flavoured water and a little bit of a sauna session, which is always lovely. Literally my favourite thing in a spa is the sauna, and it's really quiet because it's like midweek, So yeah, so far I've literally seen 2 people, which is really nice. So I'm having some quiet time, but I thought I would just quickly show you. This is the sauna space. It's quite small. It's also in the women's changing rooms, so I believe they're sort of separated by male and female, but it's also great because if you wanted to sauna or steam right before you change, it's really easy to. So I feel like it's like the perfect option. Sometimes if like the sauna and steam is connected to the main part of the spa, and if you wanted to quickly change afterwards, it can be a bit trickier. But yeah, I quite like that it's in the changing room, so it's kind of quick access. But yeah, I'm just feeling very zen, very relaxed. And yeah, I can't believe it's a Friday and I'm just doing something like this. I always have to pinch myself, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to my facial as well. I'm just getting my skin just like ready to go after all the alcohol that I've been consuming lately. It's actually something that I really want to cut back on, because in this industry you drink so much because you're offered cocktails and wine, and everything that is a dinner or a drinks event obviously has drinks, but even just like mingling events or lunches, there's a lot of alcohol involved. So I need to start saying no to things, because I was quite good at that, but sort of in recent years I've just not really like given myself a limit, and I think that's not a good thing. So definitely want to get back to like cutting back on alcohol, especially as like so many events are like across the whole week. Like this week I've been out every single day, I've not been home, and then obviously the last week I've been on a press trip, so actually I've not had a break, and that's not a good thing. So yeah, I think when I'm home I try and be much stricter with myself, so that when I do indulge, it just enables me to, you know, strike that right balance. Like I held off eating too much yesterday in the day because I knew I was going to have a really big dinner and quite a late dinner with alcohol. So yesterday I was more reserved. I had like 1 glass of wine and like 3 sips with a friend next to me, 3 sips of an espresso martini, and then I called it a day, which is quite good for me. So yeah, I'm just going to basically sweat it all out and yeah, clear my head. I feel like saunas are so good for clearing your mind and getting into a good like headspace. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna sit by the pool and do my emails and my writing and everything. It's gonna be lovely. Okay guys, I've just finished at the sauna. My skin is looking very, very glowy. Obviously I'm having my facial soon, but I've got some time. I'm just by the pool, and yeah, I'm just loving life. I just thought I'd update you. I found a lounger, and I've got this little tiny nook here, so it just faces out to the pool, which is so nice. But I'm just gonna sit, tuck myself in here, and yeah, just crack on with a few bits before my treatment. This is such a nice way to spend a Friday. I would highly recommend, if you just want to take a break from the craziness of the city and do some work with just the sound of the water and the pool and the jets, then definitely recommend the Savoy. But yeah, I'm just taking a minute just to have some chill time before I crack on with everything that I need to do.